start feeling the earthquakes?
Well, actually, I was sat at my computer in July when the biggest earthquake up until today, or last night, occurred, and the whole house moved in front of my eyes. The screen on the computer moved, and I couldn't believe it. And that's when we first became aware that there was something going on that we ought to investigate. And that's how we first came across this Horse Hill site and what was happening there. And I'm very concerned about it, I must say.
And what happened last night?
Well, last night we were asleep, of course. It was about sometime after 3 o'clock in the morning, and suddenly we woke up and there was this noise. It was like a machine gun, brrr, sound. And my wife said straight away, oh, that was an earthquake. And then this morning I wake up and I look at my emails, and they are absolutely full of people in the area who felt this earthquake, which now turns out to be bigger even than last July. I think they're now saying it's 3.1 on the scale.
Do you think this has any connection with the drilling activity in Brockham and Horse Hill?
Well, I'm absolutely certain it must have. I can't see any other reason why suddenly, we've lived here 46, 47 years, we've never felt anything like an earthquake, and now suddenly we have earthquakes. And what's changed is that the Brockham site, which has been quiet for 2 years, has started back in production, and we've got Horse Hill starting into production. And I can't believe that that is not the reason for all these earthquakes.
And what about the water acidization and the reinjection?
Well, my concern is that people see this as conventional oil, that they imagine a little nodding donkey like we had at Brockham, which just sat there year after year after year, extracting oil from the ground with no real, I don't know about the Brockham people feel, but with no real impact, let's say, down in Newdigate. People need to wake up to the fact that what we're talking about here is potentially 2,000 oil wells across the whole of the Weald, extracting oil, and extracting it by using unconventional techniques. I think that they are just trying to placate everybody and hide from everybody what their true ambition is. The fact is that his target is this huge underlying oil reservoir, which is an impermeable rock.
And how do you feel as a local resident? Do you feel like you have any say in the matter?
No, I mean, I'm very concerned, and I've been trying my hardest to find out who I contact in order to raise my concerns. And I'm also very concerned about who is monitoring all this. The BGS have said that there's probably, it's unlikely that the activities at Brockham and Horse Hill will be the cause of the earthquakes. I turn it the other way around. I say it's the possibility that it's caused by it. In fact, I would say a probability that it's being caused by it. And so, yeah, it's not good news. But what is happening at Brockham and the new planning application at Horse Hill is for wells that are designed for water reinjection. The big problem they have when they take this oil out of the ground, it seems, is there's a lot of water mixed in with it. They have to do something with that water. And so what they do is they re-inject it into the ground. Now, worldwide, it's been shown that water re-injection is a major cause of earthquakes associated with oil exploration and production. And that is going on now. They may claim they're not fracking right now, and I think that's probably so, but they are doing water re-injection, and that could be certainly a cause for these earthquakes. Then they're going to use massive volumes of water, which they have to bring in from our aquifers, because in order to pressurize the impermeable rocks in order to drive the oil out of them, and that water also will have to be done with something. And when it comes back up, it's not pure water anymore. This is water that's been down into the depths of the earth. It's got salt in it, it's got radioactive chemicals in it. They have to do something with it, and I don't know what they intend to do except pump it back into the ground, and pumping it back into the ground is likely going to cause more earthquakes. It's a sort of vicious circle.